LILLIAN AXE released in 2014 an acoustic live album called One Night in the Temple. This is the rock and roll weatherman. My name is Sean Morrison. Yes, it was recorded in a temple as well. And this album featured the LILLIAN AXE lineup of Brian C. Jones on lead vocals, the founding member, Steve Blaze on lead guitar, backing vocals, and we have on the rhythm guitar, who's been in LILLIAN AXE for a very long time now, um, Sam Portavine. Then we had on bass guitar Eric Morris, on the drums Ken Kodelka, and also there was a guest appearance by original lead vocalist Johnny Vines, rest in peace Johnny, who sang um, the live versions, acoustic versions here on Misery Loves Company and Nobody Knows. And this live release, One Night in the Temple, features music from the self-titled debut album up until the up through the album um 11 the days before tomorrow. Actually 12 the days before tomorrow. The awesome album LILLIAN AXE fans should check out. You get basically 20 tracks here on One Night in the Temple. Everything's fucking awesome from the beginning to the finish. Steve Blaze basically narrates the, each track before it's performed, gives you a little story on what it's about, how it's helped people through certain things. Like I'm gonna get to an example with that. We start off with Water Rising. You know that the title track of Water Rising. That Comes Tomorrow, Goes to Winter from the Love and War album. See You Someday, which talked about getting out of bad relationships, and he mentioned how fans wrote to him about that song getting them through some stuff. The Great Divide, Nocturnal Symphony. We also had Sad Day on Planet Earth, title track of that album. Pretty cool. Bow Your Head, another awesome song, which Steve was inspired by a young kid who had this terrible disease. Unfortunately, he passed away, or disorder he had. I didn't write down what it was, but if you read this, if you do some research on it, you'll definitely know what I'm referring to. Of course, from the Love More album, Show It a Love. Then Johnny Vines comes up to sing Misery Loves Company. Then of course Crucified from Psycho Schizophrenia. The World Stopped Turning, another deep track from Love and War. Dying to Live, remember that from Poetic Justice. Until the End of the World. The Day I Met You from Psycho Schizophrenia. Cool acoustics on there. The Promised Land. Poetic Justice. Then Johnny Vines comes back up there, originally vocals to sing Nobody Knows. Then another track called My Apologies. I believe this is the song when the lady comes and plays the violin on. I didn't write her name down. My apology on that. Their big hit from the Poetic Justice, True Believer. And then it ends with a crowd version of Nobody Knows, where the entire audience is singing. It's just fucking awesome from start to finish. If you're not subscribed to the Sean Morrison YouTube channel, please do so. Everyone else out there, subscribe. Thank you very much for the continued love, honor, and support. It's greatly appreciated. If you'd like to make a small donation to the Sean Morrison YouTube channel, kindly do so via Sean Morrison Enterprises via PayPal. Believe me, if this LILLIAN AXE performance was near where I resided, I definitely would have been in attendance. One Night in the Temple now has been reissued through the Global Rock Records digitally, but the Blu-ray DVD version has like a story on the entire One Night in the Temple. Steve Blaze mentioned to me that it's on the domestic version of the album. I don't have the domestic version right now. I'm with digital here, but like I said, you're gonna love One Night in the Temple. If you want to sit back and relax and listen to some acoustic music, this is an album to listen to. Mr. Morrison knows you're gonna love it. It's called One Night in the Temple. It's from the band LILLIAN AXE. It was released on CD originally. I believe it was a 2 CD set, and I'm not sure if that's still in print, but it has been reissued through Global Rock Records, which has reissued it digitally. Don't forget LILLIAN AXE from Womb to Tomb, August 19th, 2022, via Global Rock Records. So, what's your opinion, friends, on LILLIAN AXE One Night in the Temple, if you've heard it already? If not, give it a listen, come back, give your opinion. One Night in the Temple, it's an acoustic album, LILLIAN AXE. Sheen, Sheen, Sheen.